So here we are live in the Rutgers Endzone with our first edition of the Endzone. Rutgers just defeated Norfolk State. Not a very pretty game, 31-0, but win is a win nevertheless. Coach Schiano had some stuff to say after the game about the win. Let's hear his thoughts on Rutgers' first victory of the season.
Wasn't pretty at times, but you know what? I think what happened in the second half, the defense, there was three plays. Heck, that's on me. The three plays, they're doing something that's a little different, and you know, I should have adjusted more quickly. But other than that, I thought the defense played lights out. And offensively, you know what? I think we just got a little cute in the beginning, and our guys were racing a little bit, trying to make plays instead of just chopping the process. But came out and just pounded the ball in the second half, and that's who we are, and yeah, we have to do that.
Offensively, Rutgers struggled through the first half, only putting 6 points on the board. It was a long first 2 quarters for Rutgers. Tom Savage had his problems on the day too, some protection issues. Completions weren't always abundant in the first half. Let's hear what he had to say about that.
Like I said, nerves. I mean, something of nerve is preparation, and I mean, I felt like I was prepared. You know what I mean? I went out there, I was aiming the ball, just trying not to throw an incompletion, and it's not what I have to do. I know what I have to do, and I know I have to get this thing turned around.
The second half, Rutgers managed to turn it around en route to that 31-0 victory. Brandon Bing played a big part in that. Not only was he consistent at the cornerback position on defense, but Bing came up with a key block that led to a Joe LaFedge touchdown, which kind of turned the game around and put Rutgers in an eventual path towards their first win of the season.
It was just a scheme. Coach Smith did a wonderful job at scheming it up, and we've been studying him for a few weeks now, and he just put me in that spot to where he can get me to the block point.
Joe Martinek came to life in the third and fourth quarters, going on to eventually rush for 100 yards, the 5th time in his career that he accomplished such a feat. Martinek just seemed to get stronger as the game went on, and he offered some of his thoughts on today's action.
The offense, we just gotta, we gotta rest right now, and when it's time to work, it's time to work and try to get better. And we just have to keep. Obviously, we're not where we want to be right now, but what we have to do from here is we have to keep improving, and try to get better.
In the end, 31-0. The score may look a bit more daunting than it actually was. Rutgers struggled for a while, but a win is a win, like I said before. Greg Schiano said this was a learning experience. It's a very young team, a team that probably make strides throughout the course of a year, but might need something like this to really help them in the long run.
A young football team that didn't panic. A lot of times when you get a young group like that and you're in a situation like that, they can run for the hills, and they did. They just kept doing the best they could, and it turned. And it's really exciting for me to look up there and see that student section packed. Someone told me there's over 11,000 students there, and that's what this is about. A young team growing up, and young fan base growing up, and now we're
and there you have it, 31-0. We're still here live at Rutgers Stadium in Piscataway. Rutgers wins the first game of the year, a 31-0 victory over Norfolk State. Tune in next week. We'll see you again in the Endzone.